What if I tell you that we are part of the reason why a family cannot afford their next meal or pay their rent, or a husband won't pay for the delivery section of his wife? A couple of days ago, I went to inspect some of our building projects. On arrival, I saw some laborers working on other people's building projects, so I greeted them, worked in 2 hours, and after inspection, as I was about exiting, a bricklayer ran up to me and said, "Sir, if you have any job for me, I am willing to do it." I looked at him in confusion and I asked him, "Even if I have a job for you, how are you willing to combine both mine and their job?" And he said to me, "Sir, what I'm being paid here is barely enough to take care of my transportation to and fro, talk less of feeding me." That he has been sleeping in one of these uncompleted buildings for over a week in order to save enough to send his family. While I know the owner of this project, he actually contacted me for this project. I told him to consult a QS. A QS gives you a total cost breakdown of raising the structure from ground to finish. He insisted that I wanted a manual breakdown. I went to site, inspected the property, gave him a manual breakdown. He said, "Oh, I was too pricey." That he saw someone who was willing to do it cheaper. I told him that, well, that's a good deal. If you find a good deal, you should go ahead with it. And we closed it at that. But then, standing in front of the project, I realized that the decision he made has an effect on both the project and, of course, the laborers working on the project, as the contractor have to manage fund. In as much as he thinks he has made the right decision, the people who are the grassroots are the ones suffering. This also cut across other fields. You pricing that woman selling her corn for 150 and you're pricing it to 50 naira. That's a problem. Maybe our profit there is just 50 naira and you're pricing from 150 to 50 naira. That woman ends up selling that corn because she doesn't want to return home with that same corn. She sells it for 50 naira without making any gain. Why you think you've made a good purchase? You just spoiled market for that woman. So when next you're making your decision, consider the people at the grassroots.